Oh, brace yourselves, folks. Saturday Night Live is finally doing what we've all been waiting for, a brutally hilarious takedown of Meghan Markle's cooking show with Love Meghan. And honestly, it's about time, because let's face it, this show is a mess of desperation, delusion, and absolutely zero culinary talent. It's the kind of cringy train wreck that SNL will turn into comedic gold, and I couldn't be more excited to watch them eviscerate the entire thing. So, if you've been living under a rock, let me catch you up. With Love Meghan is an absolutely absurd attempt by Meghan Markle to convince us all that she's a culinary genius. Spoiler alert, she's not. It's basically just Meghan standing there, sprinkling flower petals on things like she's some sort of Pinterest influencer and grinning at the camera as if she just solved world peace with a salad. What a joke. This is less of a cooking show and more of a surreal display of self-importance, like, look at me, I'm a duchess, I'm so relatable, except no one Andrivo is buying it. SNL is clearly about to have a field day with this. They've put together what can only be described as the dream cast of people to utterly roast Meghan and her delusional quest for fame. First up, Maya Rudolph as Meghan herself. Let me tell you, no one does over-the-top bronzed I'm better than you diva vibes better than Maya Rudolph. Get ready for dramatic hand gestures, a forced grin, and the kind of self-righteousness that would make even Shakespeare's characters roll their eyes. I am sure Meghan is just going to love that portrayal. Maybe she'll even find a way to cry about it on the next episode of her podcast. And then, of course, there's Bowen Yang, because why not, right? He's playing a revolving door of experts, from makeup artist Daniel Martin to chef Roy Choi to skincare mogul Vicky Tsai. Honestly, if Bowen doesn't steal the entire skit, I'll be shocked. Every time Meghan brings in a new expert on the show, it's like watching a car crash in slow motion. Bowen is going to destroy this one. But wait, it gets better. Heidi Gardner is going to play Delina Blacker, Meghan's bestie who has no real role on the show other than to hold a polo crop like she's on a Real Housewives spin-off. I'm sure Delina will also throw around the phrase "our boys" approximately 27 times, just to make the entire thing feel even more forced and uncomfortable. And here's where it gets extra juicy. Chloe Fineman as Victoria Jackson, the makeup mogul who is somehow, inexplicably, always available to fix Meghan's perpetually patchy glow. I mean, truly, who needs a makeup tutorial when your skin is literally begging for mercy? Between Victoria's 800 number sales pitches for bronzer and the awkward moments where she tries to salvage Meghan's look, this is going to be painfully hilarious. Then, of course, there's Aidy Bryant as Mindy Kaling, playing Meghan's hapless friend who, at this point, is probably regretting every single choice that led her to this moment. Can't you just see Meghan screaming, "Don't you know I'm the Sussex princess?" while Mindy cringes in the background? Oh, the tension. Next, we've got Sarah Sherman as Alice Waters, the legendary chef who is probably going to lose her mind as Meghan violently hacks into a vegetable medley like she's competing in a horror movie. Can you imagine the horror on Alice's face when she witnesses Meghan's cooking? It's not going to be pretty. And for added realism, because yeah, they need some of that, we'll have Egon Wodim as Doria Ragland, Meghan's mom, who will somehow remain calm and serene, offering some artisan-made veggies like she's a peaceful Zen master. Too bad she can't do the same for her daughter's completely misguided culinary adventures. Then we have Mikey Day as Prince Harry. Honestly, what's going to be funnier than watching Mikey don a bald cap, throw in some ginger tufts, and basically look lost, confused, and terrified throughout the entire skit? The best part? Here's one line. "Who put these disgusting dead flowers on my bangers and mash?" Ouch. It's like he's literally running away from the disaster that is his life at this point. Not to mention, I wouldn't be surprised if he bolts as soon as a swarm of bees chases him off the set. Just when you think it can't get more ridiculous, Harry's off the rails. And then we get Thomas Markle, played by Bobby Moynihan, who's going to show up at the door just in time for Meghan's tearful, self-pitying rant about how family and friends mean everything. Of course, just as she's about to have her heartfelt moment, Thomas is going to get the door slammed in his face. Because, let's face it, this entire family dynamic is a perfect storm of dysfunction. Meghan's bitterness towards her family It's practically its own soap opera at this point. So here's the thing. With Love Meghan is already a parody of itself. It's so painfully ridiculous that I'm not even sure SNL has to do much to make it funny. All they have to do is air actual clips from the show, add a golf-style commentary whisper, and voila, instant comedy. Truly groundbreaking television, as Meghan would say, while placing a single edible flower on top of quinoa like she's reinvented the wheel. At this point, SNL is just going to be the icing on Meghan's gluten-free, dairy-free, ego-laden cake. But really, the only question I have is, can they get this skit out before South Park beats them to it? Time's ticking, Lorne Michaels. Don't let us down.